I think that's the most iconic sound in all of Destiny history. The moment we hear it, we all know exactly what game we're playing and what's about to go down. I love Destiny. I'm going to say from the bottom of my heart, even when this game is at its complete and total worst, when the community is falling apart and Bungie is making some of the worst decisions, I make the worst decision of all and I keep playing the game. And many of my friends call me dumb for that, and I agree, but this game has been, whether I like it or not, such a disgustingly pivotal part of my life. 10 years. It's been 10 years since the launch of the original Destiny 1. I remember going to my friend's house, like right after Christmas, and seeing him play this game, and him shooting all these random aliens with a gun the size of his hand, a hand-sized cannon. What a crazy concept! I mean, it absolutely blew my mind. And just from watching it, I was hooked. I went back home, I put it on my birthday list, and a few months later, the game was mine. And I don't put this loosely, but then the next 10 years was probably the best 10 years of my life. And I know Destiny's not anywhere near a perfect game, not even close. I mean, the amount of times I've wanted to, there's a hole in my wall. I'm actually looking at it right now. I punched a hole, not my wall, not that strong, in my door. There's a dent in my door, and I know for a fact I can blame Destiny on that one. But despite all of the downs, the many downs, I'm not doing a good job at this, but despite all that, I mean, at heart, I love this game. The gunplay is amazing. The space fantasy is phenomenal. The story, even when it's, again, not that great, I feel like we gotta say it's come a long way. And the best part about it is I've been able to grow with it. I mean, the same little shithead kid that unboxed Destiny 1 10 years ago is nowhere near the same person I am today. And somehow, throughout all the things that I've given up and moved on with, all the friends I've lost, all the new stories I've learned, Destiny is the one thing that has stuck with me that whole time. And so all I want to do for the next, 5 or 6 minutes is I just want to reminisce. I just want to talk about Destiny. My favorite things that I've done, some friends I've made, just the stories, the nostalgia of it all. Because Final Shape is just around the corner, and we all know Bungie's gonna milk the shit out of this series. It's probably gonna die a horrible, gruesome death. But at least the saga we know is gonna be done. So why not enjoy it before it's gone? So buckle up, get a little juice box, put on gloves. Put on some gloves. I don't know, let's talk about Destiny. A little trip down memory lane. Now, I don't want this entire video to just be nostalgia bait, so I've put some subpar Destiny 2 content in the background. That should be hopefully enough to make this genuine. So, where do I start? I think it's great to just talk about what Destiny has been over the past few years. Now, I can link you to a million other videos that will explain the in-depth lore of Destiny thousands of times better than me, so we're going to do a little bit of an egg bullet point, alright? So, base Destiny, easy, done. Then we had the Dark Below. There's a big green guy. He wanted to take over the moon, kind of Gru style, Despicable Me, We stabbed him to death. It was awesome. Then we had House of Wolves. We had House of Wolves, yeah. After that came the Taken King. So the green guy, his dad, comes back, goes, I'm gonna stab you stab my son. But we just stabbed him, British style. It was a whole thing. Really fun, great DLC, brought the game back to life. Afterwards, we had Rise of Iron, which I loved. Oh my god. Bungie decided to take a lot of risks with this one, I think. I don't know if you call it a risk, but they did cool shit. It was awesome. And it's a great way to end out Destiny 1. Then we get to Destiny 2. You see stuff in the background? It's Destiny 2. And we do not talk about the first 2 DLCs of Destiny 2. Those never happened. But we do talk about Forsaken, which is the best, in my opinion, DLC that has ever been created by any company, by any video game, by any creature living on this earth. And I will die on that fucking hill. I will goddamn die on that hill. Then after that, we had Beyond Light, which People have opinions. I liked Beyond Light. It was very fun. It was all cold and chilly. New subclass, darkness, ooh. And I know this might be an unpopular opinion, but I was not against sunsetting of the weapons, all right? I got bored of using the same weapons. But you better, I swear to God, Bungie, if you don't bring back Scourge of the Past, it is your head on a stick. Then we had Witch Queen. And Witch Queen was a big turnaround because Bungie was hitting some L's after they split with Activision, so it wasn't looking too good. But Witch Queen comes out, they nail it. It was a phenomenal DLC. Really like finished up some really important like long-lasting story beats. I mean, it was a great place to be. Everyone was looking forward to the next DLC. And then Lightfall came out. It came out. But now we're caught up. That's where we are. That's the quick bullet points. So what does that mean? I mean, 10 years. And I just described 10 years in like a minute and a half. I think that's a good thing. Could be a bad thing. 10 years. 10 years. I'm like, I can't even fathom how long that is. I bought and played every one of these DLC almost twice. Do you guys remember? It was the first 2 Destiny 2 DLCs cost money, like $30 each, and then just 2 years later, Bungie said, "Nah, they're free now. They're just free." I didn't get any of my money back. I spent money on Curse of Osiris, dude. That's fucked up. But also, I don't really care. It's pretty fun, I guess. It's pretty cool, man. And then I switched over from console to PC. I had to buy all the DLCs a second time. That I'd do again. Dude, I would spend thousands of dollars to play for a second. That's a lot. Now I'm a gambler. God damn. Oh, 1,000 on red for reliving the days of Forsaken one more time. Oh. Okay. I'm ranting now. Let's get back on track. I want to talk about the thing that has kept me so into Destiny, and probably the only reason why I still play it to this day. And that's the raids. And just everything about raids, the community behind it, the raids themselves, the weapons, everything. There is nothing like a Destiny raid. I remember staying up all night on the weekends just so me and my friends could finally get our first completion of Axis. That was probably the most fun I ever had. I remember telling my mom that I could not stay for dinner because the boys needed me. And I mean, we got it done. And no other game that I have ever played has had that same just feeling of challenge and just satisfying completion. There was something about a Destiny raid that you just can't get anywhere else. And that's what's kept me in it for so long. These awesome end game activities that I get to play over and over again and never get tired of. I have done Last Wish like almost 100 times, which I know at this rate is like baby numbers, but I mean, that's still a lot to me. There is no other game in which I have replayed the same activity that many times. It is just so entertaining. And I remember too, for the longest time, I didn't have a single person that played Destiny 2 with me. So I had to resort to the horrifying wasteland that was Xbox LFG. Oh, God, it was a fucking cesspool, dude. Anyway, despite all of my experiences, there are so many great memories that came from this hellhole. As a 16-year-old that had just recently hit puberty, I was a late bloomer, the wild lands of Xbox were not kind to me, but I had a loophole in the system. If I could get really good at all the raids, then I could teach other people how to do them. And then they wouldn't be able to make fun of me because I was the 16-year-old that was helping them, and they had no choice but to be kind. It worked. I grinded the fuck out of so many raids, and I'm gonna link my raid report because I have so many Sherpas, alright? And that is what kept me in Destiny 2, is just helping people. Just playing raids. Getting people their first completion. And as horrible as it sounds, just hearing someone say, "Thank you. I really needed help with this, and I appreciate you. My parents love me." It just was good to hear sometimes. I remember so vividly doing a Last Wish run where I was helping some dad And I think it was his daughter that was playing with us. And every time I would explain one of the encounters, he would say, hold on a minute. And he'd go to his daughter's room and then explain everything I just said to his daughter. And I think we cleared that raid faster than any raid I've ever done. And it was just because it was amazing. And it was fun. And it was special. And you just don't get that anywhere else. I've been blindly rambling for 10 minutes now. I said it was going to be 5, and now it's 10. Because I don't really know what to say. At the end of the day, I like Destiny. I like it a lot. And I just hope that if you're watching this, you appreciate the game too. Because I just want us all to remember the good things, the bad things, all of it. Destiny has told a story, one of adversity, one of discovery. We stand amongst those we once called enemies, and we fight together against a greater evil. I'm excited for the final shape, but I'm also happy about the past. Our story is coming to an end, and I couldn't be more prepared for what lies ahead. Just remember, the goal is to die with memories, not dreams. So go make some memories you'll never forget. Good luck, Guardians. But I'm sure you won't be needing it.